In November, Bear Valley Middle School conducted a staff meeting in which we discussed the advantages to using Cornell Notes in the classroom. Some of the benefits I found from using Cornell Notes were helping students to think and write in an organized and consistent manner. I liked the idea of having students create their own resource by thinking of what the essential question is, as well as questions to answer and a summary to review what we covered in our notes. I decided I would try this out and, as an incentive to students, permit the use of their notes on the next assessment. I will play for you a short video from the site Virtual Nerd. This site not only offers video demonstrations on various math topics, but also provides organized notes to be used in conjunction with the video. I used the notes to assist me in writing Cornell Notes.
Place two numbers together, we get 4.32. This is our answer. 4.32 is 8% of 54.
This is an example of the notes provided by Virtual Nerd. The notes contain the essential question, the steps in solving the problems, as well as a summary. This is a great tool for time savings and for incorporating technology into my lesson. In this video, you will see me completing the summary. The key is to keep it concise and easy to follow.
Multiply 0.08. Answer is 4.32.
Students were starting to get bogged down by the writing, so I had us take part in brain breaks every 10 to 15 minutes. During this video, you will hear a student asking when we are having a brain break. This clip also provides a demonstration of me directly teaching the note-taking process. Paola, the student you see here, is an example of a success story for Cornell Notes. She consistently would refer back to them when completing classwork. She was observed referring to her notes during the assessment, which may have impacted her score. Previously, her scores fluctuated between a B and a D on post-assessments. She scored a 98 on her most recent assessment while using Cornell Notes.
How to use an equation to find a part of a whole. Once you're done writing that, go ahead and put your pencils down so I know we're ready to move on. We will do a brain break as long as we're all working well in about 10 minutes. Brain break in 10 minutes. That's like 10 hours.
I had asked a few students for the definition of the word convert. One student was having a tough time coming up with the answer. Another student could see the difficulty the student was having and said, "It's in your notes." That was a reflection of the success Cornell Notes had with my students. They understood that this was a resource to find answers to the material we were covering. In the early stages, I will allow students to use their notes on assessments to ensure that they are keeping good notes. As they gain confidence in their note-taking skills, I will start removing the direct instruction for note-taking and have them decide what should be written in their notes. In addition, I will go over how to use Cornell Notes to study for an assessment so that they are using it more as a study resource rather than a resource to be used while taking an assessment. For students with writing as a challenge, I will discontinue the version you see here and provide a modified version by creating pre-written notes that contain sentence starters. This will help in having them not get bogged down by all the words and instead be able to focus on the content itself.
Okay. Summary, which is right here on the bottom. 20. $20. You guys have been doing so well today. Okay. So the summary is
Just trying to sum it all up.
Yep, exactly. It's like what we just talked about. So the summary is, this is where we're going to write to convert. Taylor, what does convert mean?
Convert is to change.
Yes. Jessica, what does convert mean?
To change.
Excellent. Alex, what does convert mean? To convert a percent. George, what does convert mean? To convert a percent to a decimal. Gabby, what does convert mean? Convert. What does convert mean? Don't tell him. Don't tell him. He'll figure it out.
It's in your paper too.
This was the first step in introducing Cornell Notes into my math classes. Once they have gained comfortability in writing and using Cornell Notes, I will have many students use it more for a study guide than a resource to be used while completing assessments. Based on student scores and demonstrating how to find a percent of a whole number, 38 out of 45 students received a B or better using Cornell Notes as a resource to demonstrate mastery of the content. The students who do not receive a B, I will create modified Cornell Notes for them where they will need to fill in the important content area only to ensure they are gaining understanding of the curriculum without being bogged down by the writing. Overall, I will use this to supplement my lessons. The order is introduction, so direct teaching, notes, guided practice, independent practice, review, and then assessment. Prior to Cornell Notes, I was having students take notes in a less organized manner. I will continue to use Cornell Notes or modified Cornell Notes because I've seen a positive response both in focus and in general organization.